Hey, 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 welcome back, everybody.
Welcome, welcome. Come in, sit down, grab your coffee, your tea, your water, whatever you're drinking today.
Because today, my friend, we are talking about something that is going to change the way you learn English forever.
Ooh, big promise, Emily.
I know, but I mean it, Leo. Today's topic is how to become fluent in English with only 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes? That's it?
That's it.
Okay, I'm listening. I mean, we're all listening. That's the whole point of a podcast, right?
Right. Okay, but seriously, if you are someone who says, I don't have time to learn English, or I start and then I quit after 3 days, this episode is for you.
This is basically our story too, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. I used to start language apps, get excited for like 2 days, and then poof, gone, forgotten.
Same. I had 4 different notebooks for learning Spanish. 4. I used maybe 6 pages total.
6 pages in 4 notebooks? That's a new record.
It's not something to be proud of, but here we are.
So today we're going to talk about 2 big things. Number 1, how just 10 minutes a day of speaking practice can make you fluent step by step. And number 2, how to actually stick with it, self-discipline. Because let's be honest, knowing what to do and actually doing it are 2 very different things. Exactly. So grab a pen if you like taking notes, or just relax and listen. Either way works. Let's get into it.
Okay, Emily, let's start with the big question. How can 10 minutes possibly be enough to learn a language? Great question. So here's the secret. It's not about how long you study, it's about how often and how consistently you study. Consistency. Good word. That means doing something regularly, again and again, without stopping.
Exactly, Leo. Consistency beats intensity. Let me say that again because it's important. Consistency beats intensity.
So doing a little bit every single day is better than doing a lot once a week?
Much better. Think about it like this. Imagine you want stronger arm muscles. Would you rather lift weights for 3 hours once a month or 10 minutes every single day?
10 minutes every day, for sure. My body would actually get used to it.
Exactly. Your brain is the same. Your brain builds new connections when you use a language regularly. Small, repeated practice trains your mouth muscles, your ears, and your memory all at once.
Wait, mouth muscles?
Yes, speaking English uses different muscles than speaking your native language. That's why your jaw might feel tired after speaking English for a while, especially at the beginning.
Oh my gosh, that is so true. When I started learning Portuguese, my mouth literally hurt after one conversation.
Right? It's a real thing. It's called muscle memory. And just like an athlete needs daily practice, your mouth needs daily practice too.
Okay, so 10 minutes a day trains the mouth, trains the ears, trains the brain.
And most importantly, it trains your confidence. Every single day, you prove to yourself, I can do this. And that feeling builds up over time.
I love that. So it's less about the vocabulary and more about the habit.
Exactly. Vocabulary and grammar are important, of course, but if you don't have the habit of speaking, all that knowledge just sits quietly in your brain, doing nothing.
Like a car with a full tank of gas, but nobody turns the key.
What a perfect example, Leo. I love that.
Thank you. I have my moments.
Now, let's talk a little bit about why small habits work so well, because there's actual science behind this. Ooh, science. I like this. So, researchers who study habits say that our brain loves patterns. When you do something small and easy every day at the same time, your brain starts to expect it.
Like brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to brush your teeth, right? You just do it.
Exactly. It becomes automatic. That's the goal with English speaking practice too. We want it to become as automatic as brushing your teeth.
But brushing your teeth takes 2 minutes. English practice for some people feels like climbing a mountain.
That's because people make it too big, too complicated in the beginning. They think, I need to study for 2 hours. And after one day, they're exhausted and they quit.
Right. And then they feel guilty, and that guilt makes them not want to come back to it.
Exactly. But if you say, I will speak English out loud for just 10 minutes today, your brain says, okay, that's easy. I can do that.
No resistance.
No resistance. And here's the magic part. Once you start speaking, you often continue longer than 10 minutes because you're already warmed up.
Oh, that's so true. It's like going to the gym. The hardest part is putting on your shoes and walking out the door.
Yes, once you're there, you're already moving.
So the goal isn't really about the 10 minutes exactly. It's about lowering the barrier to start.
Beautifully said, Leo. 10 minutes is small enough that you have 0 excuses.
No time? 10 minutes.
Tired? 10 minutes.
Busy day? Still 10 minutes.
Exactly. And that consistency, day after day, adds up to hours and hours of practice over a month without ever feeling overwhelming.
Let's do the math for our listeners. 10 minutes a day times 30 days.
That's 300 minutes a month, 5 hours of pure speaking practice every single month without ever needing a big study session.
5 hours. That's actually a lot when you think about it that way.
It really is. And in 6 months, that's 30 hours of speaking practice.
Wow. Okay, I'm convinced. Small is powerful.
Small is powerful. Remember that phrase, everyone. Okay, now let's actually practice because this is a speaking podcast, not just a listening about speaking podcast.
Right. We have to walk the walk.
So here's what we're going to do. I'll say a sentence and I want you, yes, you listening right now, to repeat it out loud. Don't just think it, say it with your mouth, out loud.
Even if you're in public, even if people look at you strangely.
Especially if people look at you strangely.
Okay, let's start simple. Ready?
Ready. Repeat after me. I am learning English every single day.
Great. Now try this one. Practice makes progress, not perfection.
I love that sentence because a lot of learners think they need to be perfect, but no, we're focusing on progress.
Progress over perfection. Say that with me. Progress over perfection.
Beautiful. Let's try a slightly longer one now. Repeat after me. Every mistake I make helps me improve. And one more. I am proud of myself for practicing today. How did that feel, everyone? A little strange, maybe, saying nice things to yourself out loud?
It always feels strange at first, but that's exactly the kind of speaking practice we want you to build. Short, positive, confident sentences.
Because remember, English speaking isn't just about grammar rules. It's about training your mouth to move and training your brain to feel comfortable speaking without fear.
Right. Fear is honestly the biggest obstacle for most learners, more than grammar or vocabulary.
Totally agree. So every time you repeat a sentence out loud, even alone in your room, you are defeating a little bit of that fear.
One sentence at a time.
All right, now let's talk about the second big part of today's episode, self-discipline. Because knowing 10 minutes a day is the plan is easy. Doing it every day, that's the real challenge.
Oh, this is the part I need the most, honestly.
Me too, Leo, me too. So I've got 5 practical strategies that are going to help you actually stick with your 10-minute habit.
Let's go through them one at a time.
Strategy number 1 is called habit anchoring. This means you connect your new habit, speaking English, to something you already do every day.
Like what, for example?
For example, right after you brush your teeth in the morning, you speak English for 10 minutes, or right after you drink your morning coffee.
Oh, I see. So the existing habit becomes a reminder for the new habit.
Exactly. Your brain already does the first habit automatically, so it naturally reminds you to do the second one too.
That's smart. I do this with reading. I read for 10 minutes right after I turn off my alarm in the morning.
perfect example. So find your anchor. Maybe it's after breakfast, maybe it's before bed, maybe it's during your commute.
Okay, strategy 2?
Strategy 2, make it ridiculously easy to start. Don't make big plans like, I will have a full conversation with a native speaker every day.
That sounds terrifying, honestly.
Right. Instead, say, I will describe 3 things I see around me, out loud in English. That's it. Super simple.
So lower the difficulty so there's no reason to skip it.
Exactly. Once you're speaking, you can always continue longer if you feel good, but the entry point should be tiny.
What's strategy 3?
Strategy 3, tracking your streak. This means marking a calendar or using an app every single day you complete your 10 minutes.
Oh, I love this one. There's something so satisfying about seeing a long chain of check marks.
It's true. Once you have a streak of, say, 10 days, you don't want to break it. That visual chain becomes motivation all by itself.
It's like a little game you're playing with yourself.
Exactly. And it works because our brains love completing patterns and hate breaking them.
Strategy 4?
Strategy 4. Prepare for the bad days before they happen. Life happens. You'll be tired, busy, sick, traveling.
So what do you do on those days?
You have a minimum version of your habit. Instead of 10 minutes, maybe it's just one sentence spoken out loud about your day.
So the habit never actually breaks, it just becomes smaller for a day.
Exactly. The goal is to never skip completely. Even one sentence keeps your streak, and more importantly, keeps your identity as a person who speaks English every day.
Ooh, identity. That's powerful. It's not just about the action, it's about who you believe you are.
Yes, and that leads perfectly into strategy 5. Strategy 5, celebrate small wins.
All right, the final strategy?
Celebrate every single small win. After your 10 minutes, say to yourself, out loud even, good job, I did it.
That feels a little silly at first, but I actually do this and it works.
It absolutely works. Our brains release a tiny bit of positive feeling when we're praised, even by ourselves. And that positive feeling makes us want to repeat the behavior tomorrow.
So basically, be your own biggest cheerleader.
Exactly, Leo. Nobody is going to clap for your 10 minutes of practice except you. So clap for yourself.
Okay, Emily, let's get very practical now. What exactly should someone do during those 10 minutes?
I'm so glad you asked because I have a full minute-by-minute breakdown.
Let's hear it.
Okay, minutes 1 and 2, warm up. Just say simple things out loud. Today is Monday. The weather is warm. I feel tired, but okay.
Just describing your reality, basically.
Exactly. No pressure, no grammar checking. Just get your mouth moving.
What about minutes 3 and 4?
Minutes 3 and 4, shadow a native speaker. Play a short video or audio clip, pause it every sentence, and repeat exactly what they said, copying their rhythm and pronunciation.
Oh, shadowing. This is one of my favorite techniques.
It's incredible for pronunciation and natural rhythm. You're literally training your mouth to move the way a native speaker's mouth moves. And minutes 5 and 6? Minutes 5 and 6, describe your day out loud, like you're telling a friend. This morning, I woke up, I made coffee, I checked my messages.
This builds storytelling ability, which is huge for real conversations.
Exactly, because real conversations are mostly just people telling small stories about their day.
Minutes 7 and 8?
Minutes 7 and 8, opinion practice. Pick a simple topic, coffee versus tea, city life versus countryside life, and speak your opinion for 1 minute, then the opposite opinion for another minute.
Ooh, that's clever, because it forces you to use different vocabulary and structures.
And it prepares you for real debates and discussions, which use much more complex language than simple description.
And the final 2 minutes?
Minutes 9 and 10, self-reflection. Say out loud what was easy, what was hard, and one new word or phrase you want to remember.
So you end by reviewing your own progress.
Exactly. This turns 10 minutes into a complete learning cycle: warm-up, listening and pronunciation, storytelling, opinion building, and reflection.
That is such a simple but powerful structure. I might actually start doing this myself.
You should, Leo. Even native speakers benefit from structured daily practice, whether it's public speaking or storytelling. Now let's talk about some common mistakes that stop this 10-minute habit from working.
Oh, I feel like I've made all of these.
Me too, honestly. Mistake number 1, waiting to feel ready or motivated before starting.
Right, but motivation doesn't just appear. You have to build it through action.
Exactly. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Mistake number 2, trying to speak perfectly from the very beginning.
This is such a big one. People stop talking mid-sentence because they're worried about a mistake.
But mistakes are actually proof that you're pushing your limits. If you never make mistakes, you're probably not challenging yourself enough.
I love that reframe. Mistake number 3?
Comparing yourself to others, comparing your day 10 progress to someone else's year 2 progress.
That's just unfair to yourself, honestly.
Completely unfair. Your only competition is who you are yesterday.
Mistake number 4?
Skipping the out loud part. Some learners just think sentences in their head instead of actually speaking them.
But thinking and speaking use completely different muscles and different confidence levels.
Exactly. Thinking a sentence is easy. Speaking it out loud with your real voice is a completely different skill.
And the final common mistake?
Giving up after missing one day. One missed day becomes 2, then a week, then the habit is gone completely.
So the real rule is...
Never miss twice in a row. Miss once, that's life. Miss twice, and the habit starts to disappear.
Never miss twice. I'm writing that down.
I want to share a quick story before we wrap up. I once had a student, let's call her Maria, who told me she had tried to learn English for 8 years and still couldn't hold a simple conversation.
8 years? That's a long time.
Right, and she felt so discouraged. So we made a deal, just 10 minutes a day, speaking out loud, following a routine very similar to what we described today.
And what happened?
After 30 days, she sent me a message, a voice message actually, in English, and I could hear the difference immediately. Not perfect grammar, but confidence. Real, natural confidence. Wow, in just 30 days? In just 30 days. Because the truth is, she probably already knew enough vocabulary and grammar after 8 years of study. What she was missing was the daily habit of actually using it out loud.
That's such a powerful reminder that knowledge isn't the same as skill.
Exactly. Skill only comes from repeated action, not from reading about it or watching videos about it.
Speaking of which, watching this podcast alone won't make you fluent either.
Exactly right. You actually have to go and speak out loud today.
All right, Emily, let's recap everything for our amazing listeners.
Let's do it. Number 1, consistency beats intensity. 10 minutes a day beats 2 hours once a week.
Number 2, small habits work because they lower resistance, and your brain loves easy, repeated patterns.
Number 3, use the 5 self-discipline strategies. Anchor your habit, make it ridiculously easy, track your streak, prepare for bad days, and celebrate small wins.
Number 4, follow the 10-minute structure. Warm up, shadowing, storytelling, opinion practice, and reflection.
And number 5, avoid the common mistakes: waiting for motivation, chasing perfection, comparing yourself to others, practicing silently instead of out loud, and giving up after one missed day.
That is such a complete toolkit for anyone who's serious about becoming fluent.
It really is. And remember, none of this requires special talent. It just requires 10 minutes and a little bit of self-discipline.
10 minutes a day is nothing. Everyone has 10 minutes.
Everyone does. The question is just whether you'll use them.
All right, everyone. That brings us to the end of today's episode.
Before you go, here's your homework. Yes, actual homework. Today, right after this episode ends, speak English out loud for just 10 minutes. Describe your day, your room, your feelings, anything.
And if you want, share your progress with us. Comment below and tell us, what's your 10-minute plan going to look like?
We read every comment, and honestly, they make our day.
If this episode helped you even a little bit, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's also learning English, and subscribe to Smart English Speaking so you never miss a new episode.
We release new episodes every week, packed with real conversations, useful vocabulary, and practical tips, just like today's.
Remember, you don't need hours. You don't need perfection. You just need 10 minutes and the discipline to show up every single day.
We believe in you. We really do.
So go on, take those 10 minutes and start speaking.
This is Emily,
And Leo.
saying goodbye and see you in the next episode.